Anyway, so I can't make the chat go away completely, but I can make the chat messages fade away after about 30 seconds, so they're not going to be like in the middle of the character's face. I am so sorry for putting that up on YouTube, but it's just like, that's what I had recorded. I was thinking that I want to do another playthrough on the West Weald, another playthrough with my Dark Elf character, or maybe my High Elf character, or maybe my Imperial. I don't know.
We saved West Weald and preserved history.
Yeah,
but Prince Ithelia still roams free.
Doomed.
All right.
We're all doomed. Mortal reality itself is threatened.
Okay, so I have done... I like Baragorn. I really like Baragorn. So I did something. If you do Hrothgar, I did this a while ago, if you do Hrothgar, then you develop a relationship with Ithelia because she's part of the Zone Quests and stuff. If you, let's see... Well, everybody knows about Necrom. You have to do the prologue for West Weald and for Necrom if you want to get the epilogue for West Weald. Why? We don't know. We don't know. Got my kitten here. She is IDD. She gets stressed out, so we're gonna be nice and calm today. Alright. So, I've done all of Apocrypha, and you have to do it all on the same character. All on the same character. So I did that. And let's see. Where's West... Oh, we're at West Weald. Okay. I've done West Weald. I completed everything because, you know, I wanted to be thorough. Wait, didn't I? I did most of it. I thought I... Yeah, okay. I did most of it. And, as a bonus... Where is it? I did the Deadlands too. I thought I was gonna get some nice little screen caps of Baragorn and all, but the prologue was just depressing, to be honest. So I have done my work. I got everything done. We should get some nice dialogue. We got Baragorn standing over here. We got our other friend Tribute Elias. We have. I mean, there's I have some bad news for you. The balcony scene. I don't know. I don't know if it persists or not. I get the feeling that it might. Oh, I'm in his bedroom. Daisy. Sorry, Baragorn.
We saved West Weald and preserved history.
But after I finished with Minerva, I came in and I found him in his study. It's very nice and cozy. And it felt right. It's just, I don't know where Fenrir went off to, or everybody else. Because when you finish Fenrir's quest at the Valente Vineyards, he disappears. You can still find a persistent copy of Fenrir in, let's see, in the Reach, if you finish all of the Reach, so I guess that's it. But there is an epilogue for Skyrim and the Reach, where you can do more of the Ravenwatch quest, and I thought there was going to be like a persistent copy like elsewhere, like in the, I don't know, in many of the places we were, like maybe the Reach, maybe Arkansan Caverns, but it wasn't there. So that's where we're at. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Baragorn, Epilogue, Prologues, Zone Quests, Fenrir. Okay, just a little warning. I did not enjoy the epilogue. I felt like it was a bunch of fetch quests. And but I like Baragorn.
Thanks to you, things can begin to return to normal in West Weald. I know Ithelia and Torvasad are still out there, but We can worry about that later, right? For now, I just want to sleep for a week.
Alright.
Mortal, something's wrong. Hermaus Mora senses fates, futures winking out of existence. Potentials he predicted that will never be. I feel these instabilities rippling across reality. This must be Ithelia's doing, but we need to be certain.
It looks like a bunch of tadpoles trying to eat each other. I hate it so much. I'm sorry, but I hate looking at Scrut. Apocrypha's so ugly, and West Weald is so beautiful, and it's such a breath of fresh air. Spoiler alert, the prologue is going to involve lots of going back to Apocrypha. I mean, Telani Peninsula is not so bad. I mean, there's the slavery bit, but otherwise, you know, I mean, it's kind of pretty. It has good features. Okay, so what do you mean instabilities?
Instabilities! Places where the threads of fate fray and shred. And it's getting worse. I sense one forming in West Weald even now. But this one feels different. Addressing anomalies of fate is my sacred duty, but these scare even me.
Make sure, okay. Fair enough.
Mortal, something's wrong. Instability. I suggested we hide in the Ichor Sea until this blows over. But the Great Eye said no. So I need you and Laramil to accompany me to the instability. Will you serve as fate's chosen once more? I'll give you those pieces of gold you like so much.
Alright, I'll accompany you and Laramil to examine this instability.
Before we depart, gather the daedric relics. Abolisher, the Lamp of Clarity, and the Skein of Secrets. Even though they're depleted, the Great Eye has seen that you will need them in the trials to come. And I'm certainly not going to carry them.
If the energy has been depleted, what possible purpose could the relics still serve?
Haven't you realized by now that the Great Eye doesn't share the whys and wherefores with the hired help? But if Hermaus Mora tells you to spin, you ask how many revolutions. And yes, I'm speaking from experience.
From experience. What else can you tell me about these instabilities?
I haven't had a chance to examine them. The relics are this way, gathering dust on the tiny mortal's wall.
Greenspeaker Derelith, Count Calentius, I'm afraid our friend has urgent business to take care of. Tribune Alea, will you escort the Greenspeaker and the Count home safely?
Consider it done.
This sounds serious. Let's get the relics, friend. There's no time to waste.
Alright.
Now that you have the relics, I suppose I must open a portal to the instability. This way, mortals.
If you would. Okay. Yeah, there's our extra special toast.
It was awful. Like the world ripped open. Like a tear. It swallowed our cart and poor Lazarus. Sucked him right in.
Alright, so what happened?
We were foraging in Pharaoh's cavern, Lazarus and me. We heard a terrible ripping sound, and there it was. A tear in the space before us. Never seen the like. It was full of nothing. But Lazarus got too close. He was just gone. So I ran.
Alright, I'll head into the cave and have a look.
We must enter the cave and see this tear for ourselves.
Must. Ermil has grown on me. But I just... She's just so prim and so proper. So steep.
I think I know what's happening here. Let's talk. What started as instabilities in the threads of fate have become tears in the fabric of reality itself. The Great Eye's worst fears have come to pass. Somehow, some way, Ithelia is responsible for this disaster. I can feel it in my 7th appendage.
Or maybe if he just left well enough alone instead of like supercharging some relics and then giving Ithelia the equipment to supercharge her loom and tear her reality apart, everything could have just been the way it was for thousands of years before that. You know, just could have left well enough alone, but... So what are you saying, Scrap?
I'm saying that before I returned to get you and Laramil, I examined a number of these instabilities. Some in the Telvanni Peninsula, even a few in Apocrypha. If they all grow into these reality tears, well, we're all doomed is an understatement.
Never mind. I was gonna get a little towel to put in the cubby so Sophie would have a little place to be, but I can't reach. Not with headphones. Alright, are you sure Ithelia is responsible? And it's not, I don't know, Hermaus Mora?
Now you doubt my expertise? Look, we only detected these instabilities because of their effect on nearby threads of fate. And that reality tear, if I didn't have all my eyes on it, I wouldn't even know it was there. This is Ithelia, all right.
Alright, so how do we fix these holes in reality?
I'm not sure we can fix them. Our best chance is to find Ithelia and return her to her prison. And you have the relics to do it. We just have to figure out how to restore their depleted energy. Let me think.
Okay.
Here, I've marked your map. Take Abolisher to the Telvanni Peninsula, the Lamp to West Weald, and the Skein to Apocrypha. I'll send help to meet you with directions on how to restore the relics. Meanwhile, Laramil and I will try to locate Ithelia.
Did Scratch just excrete ink all over my map? That's a very personal way to mark something, Scratch.
We shall send Gadain, Baragon, and Tribune Leia to assist you, Proxy. Meet us at Baragon's townhouse when you have restored the relics. And, if you would, convey my regards to Gadain.
I'd love to.
The friendly daedra Scroot sent me to meet you, comrade. She and Laramil told me some strange things, but after everything that happened in West Weald... Anyway, I'm here to help.
Did Scrut tell you what we need to do here?
Indeed. Apparently the workers in this camp discovered an ancient shrine to Azura before they were overwhelmed. Laramil suggests that if you hold the Lamp of Clarity close to the shrine, Azura herself will restore its energy.
That's kind of her.
The shrine to Azura should be on the east side of the lumber camp. Let's go find it.
So you decide you need to fight more daedra, Tribunella?
What? After everything with the recollection, you think I wouldn't want to see this through to the end? When Laramil summoned me and Scroot explained things, I readily agreed to help. Now, let's get moving before reality breaks down around us.
Alright, good to see you there. Let's go. I'm not doing this with Minerva because I've already done it with Minerva, and so you can't redo a quest in an MMO. Not on the same character. Hello, Zora.
Hold the lamp close, and let's see if this works. The Lamp of Clarity looks restored to me.
Okay, cool. Okay, wait, we got... Huh? Wait, we'll go in order. Alright, it was fun. I hope it wasn't part of the quest to have to go back out of the cave and have a conversation with her. I might try it with Baragon. But I mean, you see what I'm saying about fetch quest. Go there, do the thing. Go there, do the thing. Go there, do the thing. Doesn't really make sense, especially if you are sympathetic to Ithelia. I know Ithelia is a daedric prince and has done some really cringe things and killed people, to be honest. But I grew up on Greek mythology with the sisters that interwove fate, and I thought it would end up being more like Azura and Hermaus Mora and Ithelia work together to interweave the threads of fate. They're actually called the Fates in Greek mythology. Hello, Gaiden.
This way, friend. Scroot told me to meet you here, but I wasn't expecting all the spirits.
Wait. Does this name have an extra A in it?
It's good to see you, friend. I was surprised when Scroot appeared, and I hoped she would send me somewhere not quite so otherworldly. But I never hesitated. I'm happy to assist you.
Okay.
Still, if we can avoid those reality tears, I'd be grateful.
Alright, we have Arok's cousin in the background. Hi. Did Scret tell you what we need to do here?
Yes, but I'm not sure I understood it all. Apparently you have a map that's also a daedric relic. Scroot says you need to get it to something immersed in the energy of Mephola. That will restore its power.
I have...
Have you seen Laramil recently?
I have. Laramil asked me to give you her regards, Kaden.
Her regards? She did? What were Laramil's exact words, friend? No, not now. We're in Apocrypha, and we have a task before us. We must get your map to something sacred to Mephola.
Okay. So, where are we going to find something of Mephola's here in Apocrypha?
As luck would have it, Scroot knows of a ship here in Fathom's Drift called Storm Spinner.
Okay.
It was carrying items sacred to followers of Mephola, and she thinks you can use them to restore the relic. The ship should be to the north. Let's go find it.
What sort of sacred items was the ship carrying?
Scroot said that the ship was overloaded with amulets, statuettes, and other Mephola paraphernalia. But we're looking for bolts of silk cloth spun by devout worshippers of the Lady of Whispers. The ship was lost at sea and wound up here.
Alright. Mephola is a giant spider. That's why she loves silk.
Fathom's Drift. Imagine the horrors that have washed upon its shores. Laramil's ship is
Ew! I do not have the emotional stamina to do this. I just wanted to play around with Baragon. I did not want to see some gross tentacles.
Laramil's amulet can protect us both.
Stop the game.
Does it work? I think it worked. The relic is restored.
Okay, cool. Okay. It was lovely seeing you, Gaiden, and I will pass on your respects to Laramir.
That wasn't so difficult. When you see Laramil again, tell her that I asked about her. I mean, if she brings it up.
Even if she doesn't. Alright. Let's go. If I never see a tentacle as long as I live, I'll get so happy.
You made it! I was worried one of those reality tears got you.
Can I proceed? Okay. Oh! Hello, Baragon.
Laramil and that floating ball of eyes told me to meet you here. They explained all about the reality tears. They sound terrible. What's going to befall us next, I wonder?
Did Scret tell you what we need to do here?
She did. According to Scroot, There's an old forge deep within the mine that's dedicated to Boethia. Laramil and her believe that if you present the sword at the forge, daedric energy will once more flow into the blade.
Alright, let's find that forge.
The entrance to Boethia's forge should be somewhere in the northeast section of the mine.
Did Scrut say what she thinks a... She? Okay. Did Scrut say what she thinks a forge will restore Abolisher?
Boethia created Abolisher, so it stands to reason that a forge built to honor her might be able to restore it. Master blacksmiths dedicated the forge back when daedric worship was more widespread. It became a Qualma mine much more recently.
Alright. I thought all those tentacle things were a they, but she. If she is a she, she's a she.
Qualma always make me uncomfortable. Let's find the forge and get out of here.
Found it. Now we defend it. See how my mood improves when I'm not listening to my tentacles. Tapping vines aren't tentacles. They're vines.
That's the forge. Ever notice that no matter how ancient, daedric stuff never really changes? Anyway, dip Abolisher into the hot coals.
Okay.
Cracked acorns! Look at Abolisher! It surges with power again!
Lovely. Hello.
Lower your weapons. I only want to talk.
Joy.
I see you are still at the beck and call of the lying Prince of Fate. I do not seek to be your enemy, mortal. Before we irreversibly cross a threshold from which there is no return, I would reach an understanding between us.
Alright. Reality is in danger, Tavzad. Your prince is creating tears in the fabric of existence.
Existence? You speak of it as though it was sacrosanct. But my prince was locked away and erased from existence by your smug and sanctimonious patron.
True.
Forgotten by all. I fixed that. But when we tried to restore our realm, our home, you opposed us.
You were killing people. I mean, had you thought about, negotiating a sort of peace treaty to, reassert your home? I mean, you did go about it in a very, chaotic and brutal way. Oh, and, you and Ithelia were going to change history! Don't we do that every day? Isn't that the point of, every Elder Scrolls game? Okay.
No different from what Mora and the other princes did in that distant millennium.
True.
Think of what could have been accomplished had not the Prince of Parts been vanquished from history. Do you not see? Just stand aside and let events flow as they may.
Alright, I mean... I can't let Ithelia destroy reality? I mean, you say what reality... Okay.
As I feared. Hermaus Mora sees so much, but has blinded you. I respect you, mortal. Do what you must, and I shall do the same. Perhaps when reality has been rewritten, and a new Miramor arises, you will have a different opinion.
I have an opinion right now. Okay. I'll, see ya later.
Consider what I have said. We daedra may be immutable, but you mortals are not.
I'll listen. Elder Scrolls has always been a very flexible game, and it's always been a choose your own destiny, play your own way. And I always thought like the fates, interweaving fate would be really fun to go with it. You can you change the fabric slightly, but still the fabric remains as it is. The idea of the fates from Greek history, weaving together for, and they battle each other, but in the end it all comes together to work for everybody. And there's not really one fate, because I grew up on Marvel, and they have and DC, and they have the alternate universes, and so it's just like, and Ithelia, she has alternate universes, so it's just like, is she changing fate, or is she just kind of guiding us into a different fate, like kind of Back to the Future? I've been writing fanfic about this, because I have feelings. And, fanfic is a good way to work those feelings out. Hermaus Mora really is like a know-it-all who just acts like he knows everything, except he's a daedric prince too, and all of the daedric princes are problematic. All of them. That's why we don't let any of them have control over reality, because that's bad. And to be all in for 2 chapters on Hermaus Mora's side, and I really don't see how much of a difference there is between Ithelia and Hermaus Mora, because they're both trying to control everything, and they both act like they know everything. And it's just not right. Oh, mother of pearl. I went past it. Just like in every other chapter, there's a daedric prince who's trying to do things that will change the face of Tamriel. And so we go and we defeat them and send them back to their own realm. I understand that Ithelia was written out, but it's just like, maybe we could just make the Elder Scrolls canon a little more flexible and write in a new prince, instead of having to explain why Ithelia no longer exists in canon. It's like, I am not the one who decided that Elder Scrolls Online had to come before all the rest of the games. I just like, let's just say it's an alternate timeline, and we can have a few changes after a decade. That's my thought on it. And then we don't have to erase Ithelia. Look, it's a cart. We have a cart back to the West Weald, just outside of the cave that we were just in. That's neat. Okay, let's go. And we're at the stables outside Screengrad. Okay, cool. Alright. It's just like, there are a lot of games that have they railroad you into doing one thing, and you have to play the game in a very certain way, and there's a clear winner of who's right and who's wrong. And it's just like, have you ever played Morrowind? There's everybody has issues. I don't think anybody's right in Morrowind. Even Oblivion has so many issues. But that's the fun part. You come in, you play the game, everything's complicated. Everything's complicated in real life. And it's just this weird feeling that suddenly the Vestige, us, we have to take sides. And we have to take sides with Hermaus Mora, and only Hermaus Mora, and Hermaus Mora is completely right on everything. it grates at me. I don't like it. I know there have been other things where, you know, the villain is very bad, like Mathala, who was Nocturne, who was trying to destroy Stormhaven.
Was killed, defeated by the Legion's mercenary.
And Somerset, I think.
The recollection worships some forgotten daedric prince. That's why we're seeing so many daedra.
But we were always on the side of the people of Tamriel, not on the side of a daedric prince. Because again and again it's been hammered home that the daedric princes are wrong and bad, and they always have something wrong and bad. So I was always waiting for the other shoe to drop, where we discover what Hermaus Mora has been up to and what his bad daedric thing is, and it just feels like we're playing Hermaus Mora fanfic instead of the defending the people of Tamriel against the daedric princes who would want to just control our lives and destroy everything. Which I thought would have been an interesting twist on the Fates, that the Fates, instead of being neither good nor bad, but just like, you know, fate, something that exists within our world and a way to explain why things are the way they are. Instead, the Fates in Elder Scrolls are 3 daedric princes who got together and are trying to control Tamriel, and instead, the citizens of Tamriel rise up and say, we don't want to listen to any of you, we want to make our own decisions. Not Ithelia, not Hermaus Mora, not anybody. We want to be ourselves. And instead it's been, Ithelia is a nagging woman who wants to tell us what to do, and she's going to destroy reality if we keep listening to her, and so we have to listen to Hermaus Mora, who knows everything that's right all the time. And it makes me feel like I'm 5. I was like, neither. I love Ithelia. She's beautiful and she does some amazing things, and Torvasard has some points, but she's still a daedric prince, and she has lost her marbles, whatever she may have been. However subtly she may have been weaving the tapestry of fate, and however open-minded she may have been to the needs of the other daedric princes and mortals in time before, after Hermaus Mora put her in chains for a millennium, she has lost her ever-loving mind, and she is trying to sew the tapestry of fate into her own desires. And so, I mean, yes, we should be against her, but it doesn't mean that we should just give completely over to Hermaus Mora. I mean, we didn't elect him, and he's not going to step down after 4 years. I'm not comfortable with this. But, yeah, that's my little rant. That's one reason why I took so long to do this epilogue, because it's just like, I think Apotheca's ugly and I didn't want to go back there, and I feel like a lot of the quests are fetch quests that just send us here to do this, send us here to do that, running all over Tamriel as sort of a time waster, really, just to expand the game. And I don't agree with the message that's being put in, that we have to bend the knee to Hermaus Mora, and because of what I said. I think that both Hermaus Mora and Ithelia are problematic. I think they both have points, and I think that we should actually see the authority of Tamriel's fates to the citizens of Tamriel. And it is weirdly political. But that's what you get when you make one person right. I just like, I've made my point, right? You know, they're fun and interesting characters, but they both have issues, and we can't just cannot put our fates in their hands, either one of them. Yeah. It's Also, I just don't like Hermaus Mora, and I don't want to put my fate in his hands. It's nice that Azora is thrown in with him, but okay. I have talked too much. If I haven't made my point by now, I'm not going to. Okay, I'm looking for Aragorn. Help me.
I can sense the power flowing through the relics.
Hello.
With the 3 relics that were once used to imprison Ithelia restored, we must determine where to even begin our search for the Forgotten Prince.
I spoke to Torfazar.
Before we discuss the idea that Scroot and I derived, do you have anything else to report?
Yeah, I spoke to Torfazar. He wants us to stand aside while they create a new Minerva. So, have we ever thought about like bringing everybody to the table and actually talking to each other instead of making unilateral decisions for everybody?
Of course he does. But his faith in his prince has made him blind to the danger she poses to existence itself.
Nah,
These
really?
tears are spreading. Soon the fabric of reality may be too damaged to repair. We must find Ithelia before that happens.
His faith in his prince has made him blind to the dangers that she poses to existence herself. If you, ever reflected on that, Laramil? The devotee of Hermaus Mora? Okay, so you and Scrat had an idea?
An idea, yes. Although Scroot referred to it as a remote possibility. We should return to the loom of the untraveled road. Perhaps the Echoneer can reveal a lingering memory as to where Ithelia has gone. But, Proxy, was Curate Gadain, well?
Yes, Curate Dane is fine and he can't wait to see you.
That is, I am glad that Gadain is well. But, now we must return to Fargrave and make our way to the Chamber of the Loom. I dare not open a portal there directly, as the release of power when you destroyed it has made the area unstable.
Alright, ready when you are there, Mel.
This portal will take us to Fargrave.
Watch yourselves. Who knows what dangers still lurk near the loom?
Gadain, I did not expect you so soon.
I still say we just let Ithelia have sovereignty over her own realm. Treat her like any of the other daedra
The loom
princesses.
of the untraveled road lies ahead of us. Stay alert for any of Miramore's daedra.
Before that, though...
Another corner of oblivion I never expected to visit. And it makes me just as uncomfortable as the other places we've traveled. I suggest we make haste, my friend.
So you live in a mushroom.
Something on your mind?
The ripples in the matrices of Magicka are more chaotic than I expected. My portal opened farther from the loom than I hoped. Let us make our way to the loom. We can use the Echoneer there to see if any recent memories of Ithelia remain.
Alright. Let's go.
Feels like my necropolis.
Oh, come on. Oh, don't tell me I'm victim to invisible wall. Oh, we got invisible walls. Did I mention I don't enjoy combat? Yeah, I'm just gonna run through this real quick instead of fighting 10 million random NPCs. Okay, how do I get down there? Wait, how do I get down there? Oh, there's a portal. Which I can't use because of the NPCs. Okay. Thank you. I thought we weren't supposed to be opening portals. Okay, great. I've already opened this, didn't I?
The gate to the loom is still open.
Okay.
By the ancestors, look at this place. I remember when the walls of the necropolis were my entire world.
Tread carefully, Gadain. I'd prefer not to see any harm befall you.
I still have the amulet you gave to keep me safe. I couldn't bear to part with it.
I am glad it has been helpful, and that you still have it. More than I can say.
I should bet. Oh. It has been shattered. I still think a non-supercharged loom, like she used to have, would not be a danger. I think she could just be who she was before Hermaus Mora decided to clamp down on her. Oh, Ithelia.
The loom of the untraveled road. Damaged beyond repair, but still impressive. Use the Ecomere and see what memories remain.
There's nothing salvageable, my prince.
No! If I cannot restore Minerva, I will create a new realm. Upon the festering cogs of Apocrypha.
I mean...
Apocrypha? Proxy, we must talk.
I mean, we know that every daedric prince is the most powerful in their own realm, and Hermaus Mora just decided that he was going to rip hers to pieces. Because he felt uncomfy with her. And he was afraid she'd do some icky things.
The power Ithelia absorbed when you destroy the loom. It has turned her into the very monster Hermaus Mora foresaw.
Did it?
And now she plans to challenge him and take Apocrypha for herself.
Well,
I fear we may not be able to change these spiraling fates.
You know, she does need somewhere to live now that you destroyed her home. This is how wars start, you know? You know, they tit for tat, and it's just like if everybody just minded their own business. Okay. So why does everyone keep saying daedra can't change? Oh, didn't we see Ithelia change? And change again?
Change does not come naturally to the daedric princes. Not like it does for mortals. That is why the one who knows sought you out. You are correct about the change. But that was the result of untold power, not a conscious effort.
Yeah, you made her worse. She was sitting in her own realm, doing her own little thing, and then your prince came in and made her worse. Congratulations. What about the Ithelias I met on the mini-pass? They were each different from each other.
The result of the way events played out in those other realities, I suspect. Daedric princes have no experience with the constant evolution and transformation of mortals.
True.
They are eternal, and have no point of reference for the transient.
Now this. If daedric princes are immortal, and they don't evolve, and they don't change, then why did Hermaus Mora believe that Ithelia was going to change into a monster? If daedric princes don't change, they don't change. That's what I don't understand. If daedric princes have no experience with the constant evolution and transformation of mortals, if they are steady creatures who are unmoving and unshifting and stable, then why would she have transformed into anything? Okay. Wasn't Ithelia different when she wandered West Weald? She was powerless as a mortal.
She was confused, vulnerable. That much I grant you. That, however, is not the same as being mortal.
But she walked among mortals, experienced change in herself and her reflections. Why can't we just put her back?
An intriguing notion. She saw other versions of herself. is there a way to get her to see that and attempt to change her own perspective? We must consult Scrooge. This shall require all of our combined knowledge if such a possibility truly exists.
Honey, you can't put the genie back in the bottle. You destroyed her realm, you locked her away, you scattered all of her people to the four winds, and now you want her to just let it go. And furthermore, her own ability is interweaving the fates. That's what she is, that's what she does. She interweaves fates, that is her whole thing. And you want her to stop being that. I feel like she has reasons for being angry. Things that you've never talked about. But hey, let's go talk to Scrut.
Scrooge awaits us at Baragon's townhouse. Let us return there at once.
If it's Scrut, why is it spelled Scrut? I have so many questions. Just like, I don't need everything to make sense. I just want the plot to make sense, just in a paragraph.
Everyone's back. Great.
I'm not sure what I'm going to do once this is all over. I've grown used to all the hustle and bustle in my townhouse. Anyway, you shouldn't keep Scrut waiting. She's eager to hear what you learned.
Alright.
I've been doing my best to keep morale up while you were gone. But even my usually cheerful mood is under assault. More and more of those tears in reality keep appearing. We're running out of time. Did you learn anything useful at the loom?
Yeah, Ithelia is full of rage and power, which you gave her with Azura's lamp and Ithelia and, Dawnbreaker. No, not the Dawnbreaker, the sword. Yeah. And she plans to conquer Ithelia. She plans to replace her shattered realm with yours because you took it from her.
Another assault on Apocrypha?
Yeah.
The Great Eye still hasn't recovered from the last one.
Good.
We already knew that Ithelia had transformed into the monster Hermaus Mora warned us about.
She made.
I don't suppose you and Laramil have come up with a way to stop her.
Yeah, no, I mean, I thought about, therapy and negotiations, a peace treaty, and apparently none of those. Okay, so Ithelia has already changed once. Is there some way get her to change again? Like, let her have her realm and her people back. Apologize for saying that she was an evil monster.
Daedra don't change. Daedric princes especially.
Everyone keeps saying that.
We're not like you mortals, constantly reflecting on possibilities and remaking yourselves over and over. She's a monster, and will always be a monster.
Coming from tadpoles who are trying to eat each other. Thank you, Scrooge. Wow. I didn't expect one of these things to have any faith in humanity or Daedra's, but wow. Okay. Ithelia saw different reflections of herself when we traveled the many paths, Scrooge.
Different reflections? You mean the versions of Ithelia that Laramil told me you encountered on the many paths?
Yeah.
She also said that when you first encountered Ithelia, she looked mortal and was confused and weak. At least by Daedric standards.
Yeah, and when Torsard left her, she looked chained up in her own realm, bereft of all of her people. Alone and scared. We read her diary. It was very traumatic for her. Scrut. So what are you thinking, Scrut?
You're right. Ithelia has changed, and reflecting might just be the key. I read about a relic created by a mortal wizard, A mirror that revealed the innermost thoughts and dreams of the viewer. Laramil and I must consult some ancient texts.
I think what she really wants is for someone to have not torn her home down and scattered all her friends to the four winds. Actually, Hermaus Mora didn't mean to take all of her followers and scatter them to four winds. He meant to destroy them utterly and decimate her kingdom. And he would have killed her if he could have, but it turns out that she's a daedra prince, so he had to chain her up for a millennium, where she went insane because the mind is just not able to deal with being trapped and imprisoned like that for centuries and centuries. Okay, so while you're doing that, what should I do?
Obviously, we're going to need something connected to Ithelia. I spotted a primordial shattered titan in the ruins of Scion while I was scouting instabilities. Retrieve a fragment from that ancient daedra. We can use it to create the relic.
Alright, so can you tell me about the primordial shattered titan?
It's very old. Ancient, even.
Okay.
One of the first things the Prince of Paths ever created.
Okay.
And it's big.
Uh-huh.
How it got to the ruins of Scion, I have no idea.
Uh-huh.
But it's there, and we can use it. Provided you can defeat it and bring back one of its shards.
Great, more fighty bits. Okay.
I know those ruins. They're west of Skingrad.
Then let's not waste time. Let's go get this shard.
Agreed. We'll meet you there.
I'm ready to set out for these ruins whenever you are, friend.
The ruins of Scion lie to the west of Skingrad. I'll meet you there.
Obviously, we're going to need something connected to Ithelia.
Proceed with caution, Proxy. Ithelia's first creation shall not fall easily. Scroot and I shall consult the appropriate texts, and be prepared when you return with the shard.
These ruins sound dangerous. We should be prepared for trouble, friend.
The ruins of Scion lie within this cave. Let's proceed with caution.
An unknown ruin filled with potential perils? I'm excited already.
Okay.
These ruins sound dangerous. We should be prepared for trouble, friend.
Stay alert, comrade. There may be more than the primordial shattered titan to deal with in these old ruins.
Alright. We got friends. Oh, we have to go all the way to the end. Alright.
Better nature.
What if Hermaus Mora had tried that on someone like Azora? I mean, it's just like everybody would have been up in arms trying to take over Azora's realm, destroying all of her followers. I got this, it's fine. Oh, please, 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 Sharp, don't do this. I just want to get through the door. Sharp is always going around the corner, finding more things to fight. I love him, but... Let's see if we can get Sharp back. Alright. Better.
Well, I'm here.
Welcome back, buddy.
That must be the Titan. Let's destroy it and gather a fragment.
I feel like they had some expectations of this. it's a zone quest, but this guy has a lot of health. Right. Oh look, that's phase 1. Why are there multi-phases? Why are there mechanics? Who asked for this? Can I interrupt? And hey. Yeah, that's the problem. I don't know how this works. I just like, can we interrupt something? What are we doing here? It's just like this piece of garbage over here. There we go. He's feeding the other one. And so it's just like, I'm not going to be able to finish this unless he stops feeding the other one and then down. And I cannot finish the zone quest unless I can take these guys down. This is not a, oh wow, I've just decided to go into a dungeon so that I can, get some gear or whatever. This is, if I don't do this, there's no more story. So, we're doing this as much as it's garbage, as terrible and boring and grindy as it is. We're doing this. And neither one of them seems... Ah, there we go. Somebody's taking damage. Hey, is it a DPS test? I don't know. But I hate it. I know that. And now there's gonna be, what, 5? Who knows? Are we done now? Probably not.
Gather a fragment of the Titan and we can return to the others.
Friends, we need to get out of here.
Tears are opening up throughout the ruins. We barely made it here to warn you.
Yeah, that was a lot for a zone quest. I didn't want any of that stuff. Oh, can I please get this stupid shot?
What's happened?
I warned you against interfering, mortal, but you refused to heed me.
Oh, Torsad.
A reality tear. How fortuitous. Let this be the end of fate's chosen.
Friend, look out!
Ah! Torsad.
Curate Gadain. He's gone.
Mourn later. We must get this fragment back to the others.
Curate Gadain. He saved you from that reality tear. I didn't know him all that well, but he was clearly important to Laramil. And to you as well, I assume.
Huh.
I'm so sorry.
Ah. Wait. Yeah.
Torvasard somehow directed that reality tear right toward you. If Curate Gadain hadn't leapt in the way...
What?
We won't let his sacrifice be in vain. Let's get that fragment to Laramil and Scroot.
Okay. They just kill somebody off for dramatic effect in the epilogue. I mean, it doesn't even make sense. I mean, if he was gonna die, why didn't he die to the Titan? Why did he die to random? It feels very random. Let's kill off somebody you care about. For dramatic effect. To make you feel something. Since, why don't you try writing a good story? I mean, were they just, you know, finally acknowledging Laramil and Gaden's relationship just so they could tear them apart? I mean, really, did they give us, like, you know, 2 to 3, friendly exchanges together just so they could undo it? To make us sad.
I just heard the news. King Nantharion was killed, defeated by the Legion's mercenary. And did you hear? The Recollection worships some forgotten daedra.
Hermaus Mora used to be a forgotten daedra prince. Should have left him forgotten.
Maybe? Nothing like this has ever been attempted.
It has to work, Scroot. There are no other options.
No other options?
Here comes our
None.
proxy. Where is Gidane?
I'm sorry, Laramir. They killed him off for dramatic effect.
I see you and our allies have returned safely with a fragment of the Minerva Titan. But where is Curate Gidane?
Turvasad somehow pushed a reality tear towards me, but Gaiden saved me. He fell into the tear. Is he actually in an alternate universe, or is he actually dead? We don't know, because we don't know how the tears work. But we assume he's dead. Very sad about it.
No, that cannot be. He had my amulet, and you were there. And Baragon, and Tribuna Leia. There must be some mistake.
Yeah,
Gidane. He cannot be gone. I am sorry, Proxy. I need a few moments to myself.
Yeah, okay.
Talk to Scroot. She shall tell you what we have planned.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like you were married or anything. You, had 2 friendly exchanges.
Mortals die. That's literally the meaning of the word.
Wow.
I'll never understand your transient emotions.
Okay. No, I mean, seriously, it's just do people not know how to write romance and love? Do they not know how to write happy people anymore? Because they were happy for 5 minutes, and now they're going to be sad for ages? I just is that all people write anymore? Drama? Can we not have just at least the background characters being happy? What is this? I just the whole thing is just moving. I mean, we spent the whole quest going from disaster to disaster till we finally managed to come back to Baron's house and have a small reprieve so we could plan for the next disaster. And then, in the middle of this, Laramil and Gaiden were falling in love, but you never heard anything about that until the epilogue. And then they said a couple nice things to each other, but no, they're not going to be a happy couple. They're not dating. They're not moving in together. They're not getting married. They have not held hands. They have not even been caught together anywhere. They did not have a full chapter in order to, be friendly with each other. No, they had 5 minutes. It was 20 minutes of screen time. And now we're supposed to be very emotionally invested and very sad because it's a very dramatic twist. It's... What? What? I mean, I did ship them, but I mean... it's like when they introduce a child, and then 5 minutes later the child dies, and now the parents spend the rest of the movie being sad about it. You gotta learn to write happy people. I mean, everybody. TV, the novelists, the game writers. Do you know how many single-player games I have played where, they introduce a child in the first act, and the child is going to die. You know it. And it's just 3 scenes later, 3 dialogue scenes, and they're dead, and everybody spends the entire rest of the game being sad about it. I mean, can't you be attached to your own characters? It's just why can't you just protect the child in a shelter working in order to make a better world for them, and at the end you can have a joyful reunion with the children. And in fact, there were other children there, and they're playing, and in the middle of this wasteland, there's joy and children's laughter to be heard. No, we just have to be sad. I'm never going to play this epilogue ever again. Okay, hello, Scrat.
Mortals die. That's literally the meaning of the word. I'll never understand your transient emotions. Whatever. We all face non-existence if we don't do something about Ithelia and the reality tears. You secured the fragment?
Cheers, moving swiftly along. Just get into us anyway. We just spent a whole chapter with him. Okay, I recovered a fragment of the primordial shattered titan.
Definitely part of an ancient Miramor titan. It should serve nicely as the focal point of the ritual Laramil and I developed. As soon as she collects herself, Laramil will guide you through the process.
Oh, Laramil is grieving. Can't you tell me what to do, Scrat?
No. This is something that you and Laramil need to do together. Wow. Your fate's chosen, and she's a magic user who can see the threads of fate. I'm just a watchling with delusions of grandeur and a bad attitude.
Yeah.
Laramil will help you. She has to.
If you say so, Scrat.
Scrooge is correct. This falls to you and me, Proxy. Place the fragment in the center of the ritual circle.
Wait, Laramil, don't you want like a night to sleep on this? Well, she grieved at lightning speed. We didn't even get a side quest in. Wow!
Be sure to follow Laramil.
There's a...
Excellent. Now place Abolisher, the Lamp of Clarity, and the Skein of Secrets around the fragment. Now,
they say
join your power to mine, and we shall align the threads of fate with the ritual.
Nor did I want to.
Despite all that happened, I'm curious to see how this ritual plays out.
That's amazing.
A daedric ritual? That's not something I get to see every day.
Okay. This is just a joke.
It is done. We have created a mirror of truth.
It really worked?
Great!
Do have a chance.
Come, Proxy.
Because the,
we must speak.
Lamp and all worked out so well, let's make something out of all three of them. Could you just not? I feel like everybody would have been better off if we just didn't do this. Sure, let's go.
Despite the loss of Curate Cadane, you recovered a fragment filled with the essence of Miramor, and we successfully created a new relic, the Mirror of Truth. A time to mourn shall come later, provided we stop Ithelia and reality survives.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, he most definitely.
Okay,
Ithelia has become the threat.
We're gonna spend longer grieving him than we are gonna. Okay. Wow. Her mourning is going to be longer than her relationship. God bless.
Ithelia has become the threat that Hermaus Mora foresaw, racing to Apocrypha to take the realm as her own. And with each passing moment, reality breaks down a little more. Time grows ever shorter, Proxy.
Are we finally ready to face Ithelia and apologize?
You restore the original relics used to capture and imprison Ithelia.
Should we really have done that?
And we created the Mirror of Truth to try to show her the monster she has become.
That you made her?
All we need to do now is travel to Apocrypha and locate her.
Are we going to give her back her kingdom and her people and leave her in peace after this? Are we just gonna leave everything shattered and expect her to deal with it? Because if that's what we're gonna do, we should give her some Prozac too. Okay.
Apocrypha, like all Oblivion realms, is infinite. But we have the skein of secrets. I shall open a portal. Use the skein once we cross into the realm and see if it can pinpoint Ithelia's location.
Alright, let's go back to Apocrypha.
Gather the relics, Proxy. We shall have need of them.
Wait, if we made the mirror out of the relics, how do we have the 3 relics? As the Abolisher, not the Dawnbreaker.
I may have more appendages than...
Hush.
I shall open a portal to Apocrypha.
Okay.
Once there, use the skein and let us see if we can pick up Ithelia's trail.
Okay. Why is it spelled with an E instead of an A if it's skein? English is such an amazing language. Okay, great.
That path leads
Yeah,
to the
map, I don't
forbidden
need.
parts of the realm.
Another way to reach the Mythos, perhaps. Hermaus Mora's private sanctum.
Do we really need a map with all of the tears?
Go on ahead and I'll see if I can
In
do
reality.
anything to slow them down.
I mean, these are kind of just leading us to where we need to go. Okay. I like it in here. Some of it. Still not much on the bulbous eyes and the tentacles, but the rest of it's pretty neat. I love all the books. Posture!
The skein leads us to that cave, Proxy.
Thanks, Noob.
I have heard whispers of paths such as this. They can be found throughout Apocrypha. Press on, Proxy.
Hurry, mortals. Ithelia and her scion have breached my private sanctum. Enter the Mythos and aid the one who knows.
At turnabout's fair play, buddy.
The one who knows needs us, Proxy.
I just... Why don't we talk to Azura and Vala? The ones who helped Hermaus Mora. Why is this just down to Ithelia? And I mean, it's just like, they keep saying that Azura's gonna help, but it's just like... Azura's been pretty silent on all this.
Mora could not portal us closer to the energy now contained in Ithelia. Look what her very presence does to Apocrypha.
It's improved it. Hey! My friends. I love you, honey.
Another tear.
Oh,
How
beautiful.
many realities? A dead end. But the path should continue.
She's remaking into something beautiful. I mean, she shouldn't, you know, be messing around with somebody else's realm, but, Hermaus Mora took hers, so,
The light of the lamp unveiled the way. Keep going, Proxy.
Let's go.
What havoc these changes must be wreaking in Apocrypha's core.
Yeah, sucks for you. Hey.
Another dead end.
Another
Use the
dead end.
clarity's light
And
reveals
yet...
the unseen. Let us continue.
Books and more books. Hey! Get him! Get that tentacle monster. Kill it. I don't care if it's half good. It's also half ugly.
Another obstacle. Use the lamp here.
Sweetie pie! I don't want to fight any of Ithelia's creatures. Oh, look at it. Look at how nice it is. Let's go. I don't think I have a choice yet. Probably gonna end up having to use Vulture. Yeah. This is one of those charge up abolisher type things. Oh, hey! Oh, welcome back, Sharp. Sharp, I'm supposed to be in here. This is, what to know? Alright. I feel like I could have gone around. Oh, look at it. Books and shinies. Hi. Still not thrilled with a giant eyeball, even if it is a shiny one.
Okay.
How am I supposed to focus out of a tornado? My stamina is nothing.
Mora,
You look beautiful.
I will transform this realm and make it his tomb. Set wards in place, my sons. Fate minions must not be allowed to interfere.
Yes, my prince. None shall find the walls.
Alright.
Second win.
I didn't want to. There we go.
The skein indicates that the wards are somewhere above.
Really?
Look for a passage leading up.
Thanks, baby. I didn't want to interrupt Ithelia and Torvasard with combat sounds. If they ever added a mini-map and took away the compass, I'd be so happy. Because I work better with compass. And it's nice that they have these little maps. I'm sure they're helpful for people. I have a thing. One of my add-ons. I'll show you. I can't find my mouse. There it is. There we go. It's a quest map. And one of the features is when you get a little map like that, you can have it persist. So I could be following the mini-map if I wanted. I just find it distracting. I think it adds a level of confusion to my own personal gameplay that I don't enjoy. There are other people who actually work better with the mini-maps, but I'm not one of them.
Don't just stand there.
But there's options there with quest maps, if you want it.
That must be one of the wards. Destroy it! Well done.
Aww.
Let us find the next one.
Yeah, we have to go around. Oh, I'm going in the wrong direction. Oh, so ugly. How dare you! Justice for Ithelia! Please don't hurt me. I'm not really on anyone's side because they all have issues, but it's just like, it doesn't have to be like this. I've noticed with Sharpest Knight with his ultimate, sometimes it's a bear and sometimes it's a beauty. I think that's neat.
Another ward. Destroy it! Good work, Proxy.
Alright. Oh,
With the
Don't I
walls
have to go
destroyed,
downstairs?
the way into Hermaus Mora's private sanctum should be open now.
No, I have to go back where I was. Okay. Terrain. I just like... It would have been nice if the thing unfroze and I was able to just walk back to the other side. That would have been a nice little reward. You know, I could walk between the 2 points. It is what it is. Ah! Please don't get stuck. Ah, alright. Don't try that at home, folks. I shouldn't have been trying that myself. I mean, yes, I'm going in the right direction.
The aesthetics of Miramore have a certain beauty, but they do not belong in Apocrypha.
Yeah, and Apocrypha doesn't belong in Ithelia's kingdom either. Do we even know what Ithelia's kingdom was named? I mean, all we have right now is Fargrave. Apocrypha did not belong in Fargrave.
There, Ithelia and Torvason.
You have become the very threat I foresaw.
Ugly inside and out.
Only a threat to you, Mora.
True.
Can you not see? Reality collapses around you as fate's threads unravel.
Your reality, Fatesia, not mine. Witness the ascension of the Prince of Paths to her rightful place of power. Keep draining Mora, sire.
I hate this
I
part.
will deal with his champions.
I love Ithelia so much.
I am the Unreaped.
And it hurts.
I am the last path you will ever walk.
I don't want to hurt her. I don't. But she's gonna murder me and everybody else if we don't do something. I can at least try to make it quick. Try, I mean. Word. Ow. I mean, we had an accord before with another set of princes. With Archaea and the dragons, that as long as the with Mehrunes Stuka, Mehrunes Dagon, and Archaea, that as long as the fires were lit, then Mehrunes Dagon would not come into Tamriel and would leave the people alone. Why can't we just do that again? Did I not abolish anything? I don't. I mean, do you have to point abolisher at the thing? I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I have snakes, I don't know why. I have been running dungeons and stuff, and so I got myself some special new... It's this is slow as molasses. Okay. I'm a tank, so I have like all the help in the world. I just don't have much DPS. I have more than I used to. Oh wait, are they trying to get me to like go back and forth between portals? I don't want to do that. I want to finish one and then do the other. That's That's the way I like doing it. Just finish one, do the next. Also, as a tank, I'm just really used to standing in one place. Just makes me happy. Yeah, we now all have these big monsters coming out of it. On the portal. Okay.
Use the bonds as code.
I will restore what was lost, mortal. I must.
Alright. If you just sit around and let Ithelia have her way, and let her restore what is lost, then nothing happens. She just keeps fighting. You might die, and then the whole fight starts all over again. But, this is an unavoidable part of the epilogue, which is another reason to not play. You have to defeat her. I'm not gonna spoil what comes after this. It's just sad.
No! I cannot be undone by a mortal!
Okay. Huh? What mirror? Oh, okay. Oh.
That's what I thought.
What did I see? Mortal, tell me what this means.
I thought it would have been sweet if Torvisar talked her down. But hey, sure, we can have our arch nemesis, Lackey, make a special mirror to show her what a raging monster she is. That's, yeah, that makes me uncomfortable.
That mirror. It showed me the truth. I have become the monster that Mora predicted. And I remember. I saw it too. As Mora sealed my prison all those eons ago, I realized at the end he was right.
Really?
I am the last tomorrow.
He was right to destroy your kingdom and your people and imprison you? I feel like he's the one who caused this, ma'am. Okay, so what does that mean last tomorrow?
It was what Mora saw when he examined my threads of fate, that I would become the Unweaver, the destroyer of reality. In that last moment, as the door to my prison slammed shut and my memories frayed, I saw it too. But it was too late.
But daedra are unchanging, eternal creatures that don't change, and if you'd never been the Unweaver, why would you become the Unweaver, ma'am? I mean, if Hermaus Mora had never acted, then why would any of this have happened at all? Somebody explain it, because it's not making sense.
Because I had already set the compulsion in Torvisard's mind. I had already unspooled the thread to freedom. Now your actions have brought me a moment of clarity. But it will not last. Already I feel the power, the madness reasserting itself.
What do you mean unspool the thread of freedom? Isn't freedom a good thing? So what is Torvsword doing in the background? Like, over here. Oh. Okay. But can't you just change back?
A nice thought. But I am daedra. I cannot change.
That's what I'm saying.
And once the madness comes upon me, I doubt you will be able to contain me again.
But why would
forgotten memories and near limitless power blinded me? It led us exactly to the moment in time Mora feared.
But, ma'am, you didn't have unlimited power until Azura, Ithelia, and Hermaus Mora got together, made special little, made the Abolisher and the Skein of Schemes and the Lamp of Clarity, and then you took all their power out and put them into the loom which Hermaus Mora had shattered. Until that, the loom, the things that the other Daedric princes have made were not there to make a super-powered loom. And then when he came in recently and shattered it again, then you absorbed all the power, which also you already had PTSD. Let's call it what it is, PTSD, and that. Absorbing the power sent you over the edge. Let's be honest about this. I mean, without the objects, if we just destroyed them, and we put everything back the way it was, we restored Fargrave and the loom without, you know, the powerful relics, you know, wouldn't you just revert to who you are because you're a Daedric prince and Daedric princes don't change? I don't understand. So, Hermaus Mora wants you to surrender everything after imprisoning you for years and scattering everything to the four winds and destroying your kingdom. So, you want to just give up now?
Not while the power of the loom and the energy I took from Hermaus Mora flows through me. I must shed this power once and for all.
Yeah.
Only then can the growing madness be quelled.
But can't you just keep your own original power and, like, you know, shed all the rest of it? You know? Just expunge everything that's not yours, you know? A nice cleanse, perhaps. Okay.
Hermaus Mora, you were right. I am a danger to fate and reality. Let me return what is rightfully yours.
Abandoning our sacred quest. No! We are too close. I claim the power. I will finish this.
Oh, Torvsword. Just imagine how sweet it would have been if her consummate companion would have been the one to talk down instead.
My sire.
Instead of this.
Despite it all, it seems we are fated to battle. Face me, mortal.
I seem to be out of... This is so disappointing. Okay, I'll fight you. Also, like, we have back-to-back bosses in the Epilogue. I mean, at least it's not in the Zone Quest again, but I mean, oh my god, a back-to-back boss fight again. I mean, hey, at least we had, like, a little exposition this time.
Now face a multitude.
Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. Is this not amazing? tell me this isn't good. I don't hate it. I don't. I can't really see from the first person perspective. I mean, I'm enjoying it. I shouldn't be standing in the red. Where did Torvsard go? Oh, there he is. Hey, baby. Okay, I will get out of first person. What are we doing? Why are there mechanics? What's going on here? Who designed this? Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, but this is so cringe. What does this have to do with the plot? Oh no, I can only use my stamina abilities. If I only had a bunch of those. Oh, this is ridiculous. Oh my gosh. Hey! I'm not just standing there, I'm enjoying it. Oh, and I'm dying. Oh my gosh. Could you please get the ice out of the way? What am I supposed to be doing? A portal.
Give him a fight.
I have no idea where my stamina went. I am not using the tentacles. The tentacles are gross and disgusting, and I don't want to. I know it's gonna make the fight last a lot longer, but oh my god, they're so gross. Nobody wants that. Well, I mean, I guess some people do, but I sure don't. I would rather just spend another minute or 3. I mean, unless it ends up being one of those compulsory things. I mean, sometimes the health of the boss just will not go down unless you use the special skill. Which, oh my gosh. Oh no, what am I going to do? Surrounded by all these Torvsards. Oh no. They're gonna help me. Oh. Wait, where am I? Shoot. Ah. Oh. Wait. I can do this. I can do this from first person. Oh, hey, hello. Hi. Okay, I'm going. Hey, wait, did I? Oh no, yes I did. Okay, cool. Okay. That's just like, the bar is stuck. The bar is stuck. Big. Somebody has a fetish. Not judging. Alright, it's just like, is there something else we're supposed to be fighting here? Because just like, we can't fight that. I've tried and it doesn't take damage. Oh, there we go. There's something to fight. Whatever. Alright, that's one. If you get stuck in the, there we go. Oh! And the beams there, it presses you down and then you just die. There's no way to get interrupted yourself. I mean, if you were actually playing with another person, then maybe you could get somebody else to interrupt them, but you by yourself, you just, yeah, you get it. You just have to hope that your health holds out until the beam passes by. Speaking of, there we go. Fortunately, it doesn't seem to last all that long, but there doesn't seem to be a way to dodge roll out of those. Like, before I know it, my health, my stamina is just gone. And I'm being slowed, so it's just like, it doesn't go, I don't go anywhere. I was like, I don't know who designed that. Maybe somebody who has a really impressive break rate? I don't know. Maybe someone with tons of health and armor. Yeah. Can we take down Topside? Does he take damage yet? Oh, yes he does. Oh. Alright. I'm gonna miss you too, Facade.
I created my science to save me from a fate I finally accepted. Though I had forgotten until you reminded me.
No, my prince. I am Dremora. I am eternal. I will reform and complete the task you set before me.
Such is the nature of daedra. Never changing, never growing. I return your power to you, Mora. And I disperse mine into the void.
Why?
And Torvasad, my most faithful.
Why?
I consign your essence to nothingness.
Oh.
Never to return.
I'm gonna miss him.
Be at peace. At last. Poor Torvasad. Blinded by a compulsion I never should have bestowed.
Yep, but wasn't the compulsion just to get Fargrave her kingdom back?
The tasks I set before them. Now,
I mean,
let us enter the portal and conclude this heinous business.
No, I mean,
your prison awaits, Ithelia.
Okay, seriously, like, if they hadn't have overcharged Ithelia, I mean, couldn't she have just gotten her kingdom back, her loom and everything would have been copacetic? And Torvsard, that's what he was supposed to do in the first place, just get her kingdom back, Fargrave, which exists and she could have just had. Why does Ithelia have to give up all of her own power and her own people and her own kingdom?
It is time to resume your imprisonment.
He's so ugly, inside and out.
As long as I remain in this reality, the threat I pose persists.
Does she though?
My power will always find a way to return to me.
So?
Such is the nature of our princely dispositions.
The threads of fate agree with you, but what choice do we have? You are daedra, immortal, forever. I see no other path before us.
Our natures confound us. We need a different perspective. One you so elegantly provided. Mortal, let us speak.
And yet, I don't think they're gonna take my suggestion that they should just give her back Fargrave and her people. I don't think that's going to be an option for me.
My very nature makes returning me to prison a temporary reprieve at best. My power will always find a way back to me.
Good.
And with it, the threat of the madness that overcomes me and can unravel reality.
Actually...
Mortal, talk with me more about change.
Actually, I have a solution for that. Hermaus Mora can change his nosy little ways, and he cannot intervene with your kingdom. He cannot destroy it. He cannot take away your people again. You know, he can just mind his own business. And he can also sign a treaty that promises that he'll never do that to anyone else ever again, because if I was a daedric prince like Azora or Mephala, I would be scared senseless that he was going to turn on me next and have everybody imprison me and do whatever he wants to you. As a competition. Anyway, the dialogue says mortals change all the time, and we saw different versions of you on the mini paths, like your original version. Ma'am? Ithelia?
Yes, my reflections. When we walked the many paths at the Outcast Inn, we visited realities where things had gone another way. I am different in those realities. But that is not choice. That is consequence. The aftermath of alternate events.
Do the many paths only lead to alternate realities?
The many paths lead everywhere. Other places, other possibilities, parallel realities. You can go anywhere. If you can just find the path.
Oh, that's... They want me to ask if the threat to reality comes from your power. What about someplace where there is no power? That is garbage. That is trash. That is a trash question. The threat, she was not a threat to anybody until Hermaus Mora came in, sundered her kingdom, scattered her people to the tried to destroy her people, and then came back later on and supercharged her. Supercharged her PTSD. I'm not reading that question.
No power. A path where daedra and magicka do not exist. It would need to be a place where my daedric power held no sway and could gain no foothold. I feel the tendrils of my discarded power searching, reaching toward me. We must hurry, mortal.
What if I don't? What if I just let it happen? Alright, is such a path possible? What would we need to do?
Indeed. Hermaus Mora can find an acceptable path, and I can show him how to open the way.
Can't we just...
And then we would need you to use Abolisher. To destroy the path. So that I could never return to this reality.
Can't we just get rid of Hermaus Mora? He's the one who started it.
Suffice.
No, I don't want to. I hate this. I don't want to do this. I want to get rid of the gross tentacle monster instead.
Speak, Fate's chosen. You are deep in conversation with the Prince of Paths. What do your mortal eyes see that elude my daedric senses?
Alright, since prison is a temporary solution, why don't you banish yourself to another realm? I mean Ithelia. Why? Why should he have the power to banish anybody, anywhere? That's stupid.
That is better than the solution I devised so long ago. Inconceivable. Do not overstep your bounds, mortal.
Yeah, whatever. Go on.
Do not use my own words against me. Still, you are correct in that regard. Very well chosen of fate. What do you suggest we do with Ithelia to preserve our reality?
Well, if you can't strip her of all of her power forever and ever, and keep her imprisoned forever, and she might one day be able to regain her own kingdom and her people's, then I guess you ought to exile her to a kingdom where she has no power ever again, and she can never pay competition to you, and, yeah.
Leave this reality for a realm where she would have no access to her daedric power? I had not considered that. I would need to confirm that the reality guarantees our safety, but how will we make certain that she would indeed be exiled forever?
Yeah. I'm really not comfortable with this.
What say you, Prince of Paths? Will you accept eternal banishment in a realm where your power does not exist?
I accept that fate, Hermaus Mora.
Then allow me to turn my gaze upon the many paths to find a worthy reality.
And allow me to show you how to open that path, while I still have the will to do so.
Could we just wait a few minutes? Maybe you'll change your mind, Ithelia. Just,
An excellent portal, Mora.
You know.
Now. Wait! We lost a good friend to one of the reality tears.
Really? Really, the mirror? Really?
The tears
really,
were not
my
creation. Only an effect of my passing.
Really?
All I can offer is this wisdom to ease your mind. Now, you have shown we who are called daedric princes that there are always possibilities, even for us. Farewell, mortal.
But I mean, shouldn't the tears in reality just lead to different realities? Couldn't she just get him back if she is a...
has walked the path to her exile.
Yeah, that's
Take Boethiah's blade and destroy the portal. Cut off the path so that she may never return.
Yeah, don't worry, I'm gonna write a fanfic where Gideon comes back and if you don't do the epilogue, then you can just pretend that this never happened and that Ithelia has just gone back to Fargrave and reclaimed her kingdom and is quietly living her own life without bothering everybody. That's it's an idea. I feel like I've been bullied into this. I do.
Now, leave this place, mortals, and understand that you go with the gratitude of the one who knows.
I hate him so much. Also, he doesn't have any subtitles. It's just good because I don't really want to know what he's saying.
Ithelia is gone, no longer a threat.
Just,
But Proxy, we should speak.
Okay. Aragon.
I'm not sure what happened. After we defeated Torvasad, I stepped through that portal and found myself back here. I'm dying to know what became of Ithelia, but you should talk to Laramil first.
Okay.
I'm not sure I appreciate being whisked through oblivion portals without so much as a by your leave. Still, it appears our efforts were successful.
Yeah, it's so bad.
It appears we have done it, Proxy. Ithelia is no longer a threat to our reality. Your solution was not what I expected, and even Hermaus Mora was surprised.
Yeah.
But I suppose that was why he selected you as Fate's chosen in the first place.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Lemira, but I don't think Ithelia was the threat. I think it's Hermaus Mora, and I think you need help.
Ithelia is gone and can never return. But the damage she caused to reality may still be a concern. For the moment, let us reflect on what this victory has cost us.
So much.
And take this reward in recognition of your efforts. The one who knows insists.
Alright, thank you.
Mortal, the Great Eye requires one last task before your contract expires.
I hate you.
Along with everything else.
Where's the balcony? Yeah, still empty. I have a screen cap of Fenarian standing on the balcony, and he's just like,
Mortal,
no idea where he is.
The Great Eye requires one last task before your contract expires.
Sure, you've already ripped my heart out. What else does he want?
Exiled, Torvasard defeated, but the danger to existence persists. The tears in the fabric of reality. We need to repair them. How? I suggested a needle and thread, but my master has a different solution.
What?
Now, much of this is beyond me. But the Great Eye said you need to take the 3 relics that were used to defeat Ithelia and place them near tears and nexus points in the fabric of reality. That should restore the frayed thread. Well, no. You also need to cast a spell to release each relic's energy and send it flowing into the fabric of reality.
It's another fetch
Here's
quest.
the spell scroll. And you'll need help. So I'll send one of us to each location to assist you.
It's another fetch quest.
My tasks never end. Ugh. I'll mark your map. The locations where you need to place the relics are in West Weald, the Telvanni Peninsula, and Apocrypha. Look for one of your allies when you get to each spot.
Okay.
Mortals. I think it must be your pitifully finite existences that make you so impatient. The threads of fate weave through the fabric of reality in complex and very specific patterns. To repair the tears, you must match that inestimable precision.
Well, Ithelia was the Prince of Paths, but she's not here anymore, so how would we know how to do that? We had a god for this. She could have done that.
The reasons are unfathomable to the limitations of your mortal mind. But I'll try to explain. Through the machinations of Torvasard and Vargas, and the presence of Ithelia, the tears at these specific locations resonate throughout the realms.
And my heart.
Exactly! Remember, the relics were created specifically to thwart Ithelia's power. The energy they contain, once released by the casting of the spell, should restore the fabric of reality, keeping it from unraveling and repairing it. In theory.
We should have just left those items where they were. I genuinely believe that if we just not recovered, like the lamp and everything, and we just left everything the way it was, then eventually Ithelia would have gotten her own power back and no more, and she would have remembered Fargrave, and she would have come to reclaim it, and it wasn't claimed by any Daedric prince anyway, so everything would have been fine. Remember that desert that stretches away from the city of Fargrave? I mean, she could have made new cities out there. But no, that's now for the realm of fanfiction, because she's gone now.
The plan Scroot has brought us sounds tenuous, but we must put our faith in the one who knows.
Do we?
Even with Ithelia gone, the tears ripped in the fabric of reality shall continue to spread, like pulling on a loose thread until your tunic unravels.
If we let it spread, maybe we can get Ithelia back. Or not. Or not.
The tears occurred unnaturally, so it is unlikely they will heal without help. If the plan provided by Hermaus Mora works and the fabric of reality is repaired, then I can use the wisdom Ithelia gave me to try to set one last thing to rights.
Sure.
Yes. She allowed me to briefly experience the possibilities of the many paths. Gadain still exists somewhere, I think. If there is a chance. Hope is not something I usually put stock in. But Gadain believed in faith. How could I do less?
You could have just, like, stopped Ithelia before she siphoned all of her energy into the void, and you could have let her help you get Gadain back. Okay, tears in the... yeah, whatever.
That does not make the threat or the danger it presents any less real. Apocrypha and the Mundus both are built atop endless metaphors. Now, we have a plan to carry out, I believe.
Yeah, Apocrypha is really, really ugly.
Of course, but perhaps not how you expect. I shall work from here to help stitch the threads of fate back together as you place the relics and cast the spell. Here, take the relics. You will need them for the task ahead.
Probably.
The relics, Mora's spell, and my magic together shall help you repair reality, Proxy.
Scroot, Tribuna Leia and I will meet you at the sites, friend. Since I have some familiarity with the area, I'll meet you in the Telvanni Peninsula.
Okay. Where's Fenrir? It's like, I hate to say it, but I did this entire thing because I wanted to get on video the party scene with Fenrir. That was the whole point of this. I really hate Epilogue, and I didn't want to have to do this again, but I did want to get that little scene with Finn. Okay. Please. I'm starting to get this sinking feeling that there's not going to be a payoff. That there's not going to be Fenrir. Okay, question. Yeah, here it is.
Come on. Let's finish this so I can get back to my... Place the skein of secrets near the reality tear. Now, use the spell scroll to release the relic's energy. It actually worked.
Where's this? It's near my house. It's like, I wouldn't be so upset over not being able to find Fenrir at the party at the end if he was just standing where we left him at the end of the quest. But it's just like, he disappeared, and so usually when a character that you felt disappears, then they usually end up somewhere else. They don't just disappear off the face of the earth because you left the quest area. It's not here. It's not here. It's not here. This is where you come out in the quest, though. This is where everybody is. He's not here. I know I can come back on a different character and do it, but I mean, what happens if you're just the kind of person who only has one character? I guess you go back to the Reach. It's not a change. I mean, either I'm stupid and I lost him, or they made a change where they're just not gonna have Finneran persisting in this zone after his quest is finished. And if that's the way it is, then I'm not happy with that. I am sad and disappointed.
Here, comrade. This is the spot Scroot indicated. I stand ready to assist you, comrade. We must place the lamp near a reality tear before you cast the spell. There should be one inside this cavern.
Alright. You know, I heard a rumor that they had wanted to bring Adnar back. That was from the Reach. Oh, that would have been so nice.
I'll never get... Now use the spell scroll Scroot provided to release the lamp's energy.
Ow. I can talk to Tribune Elias.
Look! The tear! It's closing! I think it worked, comrade!
Thanks.
Well done! I'll return to Baragon's townhouse. Good luck at the other locations, comrade.
Okay. I have an old recording of the Deadlands. I even did the 4 ambitions. It's also a bit disappointing. Spoiler alert, everybody dies. Get Ithelia back in order to show us what a different reality looks like where they didn't. I genuinely feel like Ithelia could have ended up being the queen of alternate universes. But what if? But what if? Our fanfic queen. And honestly, it would have been a bit of a nod to the fanfic writers. Little way of saying you're not bad and wrong for imagining a different ending. You just have to accept that there's gonna be your fiction and there's gonna be canon, and everybody has different feelings and opinions and about the way things are and the way they could have been, and that's okay.
Here, friend. This is the cave Scroot indicated.
Hello.
Scroot explained that we need to find a reality tear inside this cave. That's where you need to set Abolisher and use the spell scroll. I'm here to help in any way I can.
Alright. Thank you, Baragon. Let's be honest, Ithelia is the patron saint of fanfic.
A reality tear. I hate those things. Place Abolisher near it, but not too close.
Wait.
Place Abolisher near the tear, friend.
Okay.
Now use Scroot's spell scroll.
Okay.
That was simple enough. Now I guess you need to use the spell scroll. That's supposed to release Abolisher's energy and heal this portion of the fabric of reality. You know, I never knew such a thing existed. Well, other than a metaphor.
Yeah, who knew?
I think that did it. That was the last relic, right? Let's head back to my townhouse and meet up with the others. That was the last relic and the last reality tear. Let's head back to my townhouse and check with Laramil and Scroot. They can tell us if we preserved reality or not, right?
Alright. Let's go.
Comrade, Baragon waits for you upstairs on the balcony. Go talk to him.
Alright, let's go on the balcony.
The hero of the moment. Come speak with me when you can, friend.
Alright.
My friend! I've been hearing about your exploits beyond what we did at Valente Vineyards. You banished a forgotten daedric prince. How fascinating. The Arcanist also mentioned something about preserving reality, but I assume that was hyperbole.
Any more arcane investigations in your future, Fenarian?
Oh, I certainly hope so. I must return to Castle Ravenwatch and report on the events at the Valente Vineyards. But before I do, I want to help Ithelia get everything sorted. I owe her that much. If you ever need me, send word and I'll be there.
Alright.
Now, this is a celebration that's more to my liking. Plus, it's good business to get to know some of the other movers and shakers at the Weald. Perhaps I'll even get to make conversation with the Count. I'm sure he'll find me captivating.
Alright. If Minerva's experience is anything to go by, this party does not persist after we leave out the door, so I'm going to talk to everybody so I can at least preserve it on film.
Well, this is a fine brouhaha, isn't it?
Alright.
I can't believe the Green Speaker selected us to join her in Skingrad. I guess it's because you helped us with our betrothal. Thanks again for that, by the way. Still not sure about a wood elf living in a structure that wasn't grown, though. Not yet. We want to see how the talks between the Green Speaker and the Count work out. Lainey doesn't want our celebration to get lost in the brambles, should relations between Dawnwood and the rest of the Weald take a turn for the worse. Soon, though.
Smart enough.
Glenn and I were just talking about you. If you hadn't come to the village, we would never have gone through the rite. And now look at us, assisting the Green Speaker with negotiations.
How are things going in Vashvar?
But to be honest, we're still working through what Nantharian's betrayal means to the village. How to reconcile followers of the Dawnway with our Green Pact faithful. May the singer listen. I hope Glenn and I can help with that.
Have you set a date for the wedding yet?
Sun and Roots willing. We'll be married before the next crisis comes along. Just as soon as we help the Green Speaker finalize negotiations with the Count. Tell me if it doesn't, Traveler. But I think things just may work out.
Alright.
Feldergard Keep still stands, thanks to you. I'd like to find a way to remove the taint those recollection dogs left in the barracks. Daedric magic is foul, and the stink of Miramor is fouler still.
Is West Weald secure now?
As secure as it can be in this fouled-up world. Oh, there are recollection stragglers to drive off, and Count Calantius needs to finalize diplomatic relations with Vashabar, but we'll be all right. At least as long as the war stays to the east.
Alright. I can play the zone, I'd have more people to talk to.
Don't look so surprised, comrade. The people of the Weald know how to throw a celebration. We did good work, but I can't imagine what would have happened without your involvement. So, allow us to sing your praises. You deserve it.
I didn't do this all by myself, you know.
Sure, I helped, but I was doing my duty. I serve Count and Country. You have no vested interest in West Weald, but still you risked everything to save us. And you figured out how to exile Ithelia. That's impressive from where I'm standing, comrade.
Just rub it in, why don't you? Ah.
I offered Baragon the use of my more spacious accommodations for the celebration, but he felt more comfortable hosting it himself. I suppose he prefers this quaint setting to a ballroom. No matter. Ithelia is thwarted, and West Weald is safe.
Are you and the Green Speaker getting along?
I believe we respect each other. We've reached an understanding, and continue to refine the details of a treaty granting Vashabar land rights and trade agreements with Skingrad and the rest of West Weald. Public opinion could be our worst problem.
Wow, you mean you could actually make a treaty by talking to each other so that they can live on their own land? Amazing.
It may take time for common folk to understand that not all wood elves are recollection, and that Vashabar had no idea Nantharian was responsible for the new forest. Opening trade and helping heal the devastation will go a long way in that regard.
Alright.
The rot has been culled from Vashabar thanks to you. I only hope that Nantharian's mad plan was due to the influence of this forgotten Daedric prince, Ithelia, and not the philosophy of the Dawnway. Vashabar has enough problems remaining as it is.
Are the talks with Count Calentius going well?
Far better than I anticipated. I think in no small part thanks to you, Baragon, and Tribune Alea. The Count is a fair, if tough, negotiator, but he understands that Nantharian and the Recollection are not Vashabar.
But they were responsible for Dawnwood and the Wild War.
Which is why I have promised our green speakers will help heal the area of devastation. As for the new forest, those roots cannot be returned to their seeds. Vashabar will be a good neighbor, though. On that, you have my word.
Alright.
Tribune Alea ordered me to attend your party. Messenger, party-goer, it's degrading. Well, now that we're done with your heroics, maybe I can get back to being a soldier again. Wouldn't that be nice? We are sure we won, right?
Oh, I'll see you at the next Minerva.
When I heard about this party, I decided to make my way to the city and offer my regards too. Nice to see all the folks you helped here. I guess helping my little inn was only one step in what sounds like an epic adventure.
How's the inn doing these days, Grandma?
Well, business is still a little rocky. But my new drinks are starting to get noticed. I'm even working on one to commemorate this moment. Named for you, of course. The Helping Hand? The Mysterious Wanderer? If you have a suggestion, let me know.
The defeated, the broken.
When I heard about...
I am still attempting to discern the meaning of the wisdom Ithelia shared with me, but Baragon insisted that this celebration go on. I found myself unable to refuse him. I admit that I usually avoid such festivities, but this is pleasant enough.
Did it work? Did we repair the fabric of reality?
You do realize, Proxy, that the fabric of reality is a metaphor, a way to easily explain a concept that is nigh unexplainable. But to answer your question, yes. We have accomplished what Hermaus Mora originally asked us to do, and preserved reality.
If it's such a metaphor, why were there actual rifts in the reality? Okay, if you haven't figured out what Ithelia tried to show you before you departed...
I know she allowed me to briefly see the world the way she does. To gaze upon the many paths. For just a moment, I saw a path where Gadain still existed.
Me too.
It gave me hope. As for what I do with that, I am at a loss.
So what now, Lerme?
We let Baragon carry out his plan. And we remember what we have accomplished in our time together. We defeated 3 princes, Periite, Vermina, and Ithelia. We saved Necrom. We saved West Weald. We saved Apocrypha. We have done well.
No, we didn't.
I'm glad you're back, friend. Now that the worst of things is over, I thought a celebration was in order, and Count Calantius agreed. Everyone should know what you did for West Weald. Cracked acorns, what you did for all of reality.
If you insist.
Most certainly, but Laramil, Tribune Alea, Scroot, Curate Gadain and I probably wouldn't have accomplished what we did without you as our anchor point. And poor Gadain. I know he was a good friend to you and Laramil.
Yeah.
And we'll honor him as well. All of us. We were up against threats I can barely comprehend. And we came out on top. If that isn't cause for celebration, I don't know what is. I still find it hard to believe after all that. Ithelia just surrendered.
Yeah, Ithelia didn't surrender. She was bullied out of her realm and out of reality.
I've been all across Tamriel, even visited places off the continent. And I've been to Oblivion. But I can't picture what a completely different reality even looks like. I suppose it's sort of like when Alea and I were trapped on the many paths.
Possibly.
Right. And we're certain she's really gone. That she can't find a way back and start all this trouble again. What am I saying? Of course we are. Even Hermaus Mora said so. Still...
Well, Hermaus Mora doesn't know it is a... There are a lot of things he doesn't know.
Once Torvasad forced us all to remember, history changed.
I did.
That's not something we're just going to forget. It will be interesting to see the ramifications of a new daedric prince, even if she's no longer here. It will change our views of the past.
Yeah, I guess.
Hey, I want to talk to the heroic mortal too.
I must.
Baragon insisted on holding a celebration, but he refused every one of the suggestions I made. I'll have you know the ciphers consider me indispensable at all their social functions. Anyway, good work with the relics. The Great Eye is pleased.
Rub it in, why don't you?
There was a lot more to it. The exact relics had to be placed precisely, and a spell provided by a daedric prince had to be cast perfectly at each location. While it will take reality some time to totally recover, existence is no longer in peril.
Alright, so can we finally destroy the relics?
Oh, totally. They completely expelled every bit of daedric energy contained within them to restore reality.
Oh.
Now they really are just a lamp, a map, and a sword.
Yeah, but wouldn't it still be safer to just destroy them completely? Okay, so I can, like, leave now, right?
Well, not quite.
Yeah.
While Hermaus Mora appreciates everything you've done as Fate's chosen, he told me he wants to speak to you one last time.
Yeah.
Whenever it's convenient, of course.
I have to.
So mingle, talk to your allies. Then look for my master's portal.
Ew. Fine.
Not permanently, I don't think.
No,
Probably just wants to reward you. The Great Eye knows how much you mortals appreciate shiny objects.
I have all the shiny objects.
But to be safe, I suggest you talk to all your allies first. Last farewells and all that.
The last thing I needed was that pair of pants. Appreciated that, though.
Mortal, Hermaus Mora demands an audience when you finish talking to your allies. This portal will take you to him.
Just
when you are ready, I shall accompany you, Proxy.
Ah, my friend! I've been hearing about your exploits beyond what we did at Valente Vineyards. You...
I love him.
Hermaus Mora wants to speak with you. I hope that doesn't mean there's another reality-ending threat to deal with. No, of course not. Probably just wants to thank you. But don't take too long. I rehearse my speech and everything.
Speech?
I've been all across Tamriel. Even visited places off the continent. And I've been to Oblivion. But I can't picture what a completely different reality even looks like.
Alright. I'll see you soon. Oh, I'm not too alcoholic. What's up? Oh, it's so
Allow
green.
me to talk to Hermaus Mora first, Proxy.
Oh. I think she wants to talk to her master first.
Laramil, I summoned Fate's Chosen. Why are you here?
Pardon the impertinence, but we have done everything you asked. Now I have a request, Prince of Fate. Help me understand what Ithelia showed me.
The many paths. You seek the return of the mortal, Gadain. It is within my power to do this for a loyal servant, but there will be a cost. It is done. One day, Laramil, you who are called the Wise, I shall claim my due for this little boon. Be prepared to pay the cost at that time.
I understand, and I accept.
Now, leave us. Chosen of Fate, approach. We will have words.
Wow. He is evil.
Know that you have done everything I asked of you, and more, Chosen. You far exceeded my considerable expectations. Now, with reality preserved and set right, we have one last matter to deal with.
And what is that?
Ithelia, the Prince of Paths, has been exiled from this reality, never to return. Now, I must once more remove her from memory. For the sake of existence, she must once more be forgotten.
So you finally got your way. You got rid of Ithelia, your competition. You destroyed her realm. You scattered all her people to the four winds. Her most trusted ally, Torvasad. He's just dead, and her power is gone. Now you're just going to force everyone to forget her. Great. Okay.
Not everything. Everyone will remember that the mortal realm was threatened, and that you saved them.
That's happened before.
What they will not remember is Ithelia. Miramor will be one more abandoned Oblivion plane.
One more.
And the name Ithelia will mean nothing.
How many times have you done this, Hermaus Mora? Am I gonna forget her as well?
No. Consider that my parting gift to you.
Oh, thank you.
And I shall remember Ithelia and her scions. The glory of Miramor. A reality that could have been. Now the contract between us is concluded. Return to your world with the thanks of the one who knows.
Thank you for not brainwashing me, Hermaus Mora. I appreciate it. Go! 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 Run! Run!
Now and for eternity.
I really feel like that was more of a threat than anything. Oh, hey! Everyone's here. Everyone.
The one who knows spoke true.
Laramil? A friend? What's going on?
Look, they're almost hugging.
An excellent celebration, my friend. I knew you were amazing after witnessing your exploits at the vineyard. But saving the entire West Weald? Extraordinary. There was something else I meant to ask you, but I lost the thought. Oh well.
Any more arcane investigations in your future, Fenrir?
Oh, I certainly hope so. I must return to Castle Ravenwatch and report on the events at the Valente Vineyards. But before I do, I want to help Ithelia get everything sorted. I owe her that much. If you ever need me, send word and I'll be there.
Alright.
Now, this is a celebration.
Seems full.
Something. I'm sure I'm forgetting something. No matter. I think Curate Gadain wishes to speak with you, comrade.
You're forgetting the Daedric Prince Ithelia. Don't you remember anything?
Daedric? Oh, of course I remember. Torvasard and Vargas, the rogue Dremora working with the Recollection. But we took care of them, comrade. We're celebrating our victory. Those vile creatures should be the last thing on our minds.
So what will you do next?
What I always do. My duty. My service to the Legion and Count Calantius never ends. And West Weald still needs a protector. You were a great help, comrade. Indispensable. But I'll rebuild my cohort and we'll take it from here.
What just happened? I heard my master's voice and then something went away. It's right there on the tip of my tentacle and now it's gone. Hey, how did Gadain get back here?
The thing you're trying to remember is Ithelia, the Prince of Powers.
What does that even mean? Oh, are you trying to trick me with more of your nonsense mortal words? I was probably just trying to remember all the work that's piled up while I've been helping you. The Great Eye can be a very demanding master.
Strange. I feel like I'd just awakened from a deep sleep, and the fragments of a dream are fading like mist off the morning dew. But is that Gadain? I thought for sure we had lost him.
We did lose Gadain while we were seeking the Shattered Titan to defeat Ithelia.
Defeat? That word, friend. What sort of prank are you up to? I do remember the Titan, though, and all our perilous adventures here in the Weald and beyond. What stories I'm going to have to tell my sister.
You really don't remember the Forgotten Prince.
Remember? Forgotten? Now you really confuse me, friend. We can sort all of this out later. Curate Gadain wants to talk to you, but try not to confound him too. He's had a rough day.
Alright. Can't speak to Laramil. Not yet.
The last thing I remember, friend, we were exploring an Ayleid ruin, looking for something to stop. The more I try to remember, the less I can recall. What happened to me, my friend?
Hermaus Mora brainwashed you, so you've forgotten many things. Also, you fell through a tear in reality, and the Laramil asked Hermaus Mora to bring you back.
I did what now? I fell into a pit of some sort? And Hermaus Mora brought... No matter. Since this seems to be a celebration, I take it we accomplished whatever it was we were up to in that ruin.
Not really. We just, it's over now. It's over.
Well, that's good. I knew we could do it.
Yeah.
Never doubted it for an instant. I'm glad we won, my friend. And that we're all here to celebrate our victory. I see Laramil over there. You should go and talk to her. I'll join you in a moment.
Alright.
Friend, I'd like to say a few words about what we accomplished.
One more moment, Baragon. I need to speak with our friend first.
Speak with Laramil. I'll wait for my speech after that.
I knew you were special the moment I met you, Proxy. No, you are Proxy no more. You are just my friend. We stopped Vermina and Pariite, defeated Torvasad, saved Necrom and West Weald. But I feel there was something else. Something important.
Yeah, we're not friends, Laramir. You shanghaied me into working for Hermaus Mora, who has brainwashed all reality and destroyed one of his competing daedric princes. We're not friends. And you don't remember Ithelia, do you, Laramir?
Do not tease me with nonsense words, friend. I am just grateful that Gadain has been returned to us, and that the one who knows has given me one more reward to bestow upon you. Now let us allow Baragon to make his speech and celebrate our success.
Yeah, but if you don't remember Ithelia, how do you even remember Gadain being gone? Unless that's the only memory that Hermaus Mora allowed you to have, so that he can hold it over you, so that he can demand a favor from you in the first place. Okay. That's a good point.
Our journey has reached a suitable conclusion, friend. A long rest is in order for all of us. Perhaps I can convince Curate Gadain to join me in exploring Apocrypha. I would like that. As for you and me, thank you for everything.
I need to tell you, Laramir, Hermaus Mora made you all forget something significant.
I am not sure what you mean. I remember our adventures quite clearly. We saved Nirn and Apocrypha from rogue Dremora and a revived Ayleid cult. And do not fear. I shall never forget that we accomplished all that, primarily due to your actions.
Oh, don't blame me. Don't blame me for this. So what do you do next?
I believe some rest and relaxation are in order. I hope to take Curate Gadain away so we can get to know each other better. The Spear and Tarn can be quite lovely when the tome shells are migrating.
So, question, when Hermaus Mora pulled Gadain from the mini pass, did he make sure that there was a double in that path, or did he just pull a random Gadain out of the first path that he found? Because, not being Ithelia with the innate power of understanding the mini paths, he may not have had the refined touch that she would have, and are you sure this is our Gadain?
A question I had not considered. But the paths I saw were possibilities, not other realities. I asked Mora to return my Gadain. I must believe that he did as I requested.
You must believe.
In the end, does it really matter?
Yes!
Gadain has returned. And I am relieved.
But we've seen that the Ithelias from mini paths reacted to different things in different ways, and they may have even had different pasts that affected them in different ways. So your Gadain may be a very different person than the person that you fell in love with. This, he could even end up being a cultist. Or a slaver, or he could be a bad person. Okay, thank you for helping me through all this, Laramir, and enjoy your vacation.
I should be thanking you. You were fate's chosen. I was merely along to guide you on your path. But what did you call it? A vacation? I am not sure I have ever had one of those before. Perhaps our paths shall cross again, friend.
Yeah.
I hope so.
I think vacation means holiday. Okay.
Everyone, your attention please! Let's celebrate not only our victories, but the heroic actions of our friend here. They defeated the rogue Dramora, Vargas and Torvasard, took down Nantharion, the false king. They saved West Weald, maybe the entire world. So raise a glass and shout a cheer. Thank you, my friend, for always doing what you do best. It was an honor to work by your side, my friend. Thank you for helping me stop the recollection and save West Weald, and everything else we wound up saving in the process. I'm just glad I got to throw this little celebration before you departed.
So what's next for you, Baragon?
You inspired me, friend. Put the adventuring bug back in my bonnet. I'll help deal with any remaining daedra and recollection forces in West Weald. Assist with the Vashabar negotiations. After that, I'm sure I can find something else exciting.
So, Baragon Sharp Dagger?
Wood elves love their epithets. You've seen me use daggers. Someone called me that once and it stuck. At least until I retired and became a scribe. In fact, because of all the stories she heard growing up, Everly took the name Sharp Arrow to honor me.
That's amazing. Alright.